Hey everyone, today we're going to be taking a look at the CRKT Provoke by Joe Caswell, a unique folding karambit that's unlike anything you've ever seen before. So this is a Joe Caswell design, and it's a folding karambit that's unlike anything else out there. And now it's brought to you in a great production form by CRKT. Unlike a traditional folding knife that would have a pivot on this end with the blade swinging out, there's actually a couple of arms here that move the blade out from the spine in a forward motion. Now I know what you're thinking, this may look like just a gimmick, but there's actually a very good reason for this. The first of which is, being as this is a folding karambit that may be used in combat situations, there's no chance of that blade closing on your fingers if the pivot were to fail. The other advantage comes with concealment and opening. There's a flat spring here on the side that enables low profile carry, and this is one of the quickest deploying mechanisms we've seen apart from an Emerson Wave because of this design. The way to open this knife, you hold it in a typical reverse karambit grip, place your thumb on the back of the mechanism, and you're able to push that blade out super quickly. The only thing that will allow you to deploy your blade more quickly is if you're actually carrying a fixed blade karambit. So the lock takes a little bit of getting used to, but there's almost no way that this is going to disengage while in use. This is actually the tab right here, and you have to push it back towards the spine with your finger in order to close that blade.
Hi folks, today I want to do a review tactical karambit. It's sold by MASALONG. It's an outdoor survival tactical claw knife. This is the first MASALONG knife that I have ordered, and some things I want to note about it. The scales have got finger grooves cut in them to make a really good grip. It's very easy to grip. The scales also meet the metal of the handle very tight. You'll notice that there is no gap in between them, and they're put together with screws. They're screwed together. All this is very tight. I've never had any problems. I bought this knife back in 2017, and I've never had a problem with anything coming loose on it. The blade, take a look at the blade on this one. The inside edge is very sharp, as well as this outside edge is very sharp, and I actually cut myself unboxing this thing when I first got it. Got to wear a band-aid around the house for a day, but just be careful handling these. They are very sharp. Now, when ordering these knives, they're not legal everywhere in the United States. If you live in one of those states that are probably run by the communists or whatever, you're not going to be allowed to have these, but just check your local and state laws before ordering. Well, when I ordered, I know mine are legal in my state, and Amazon denied my order because they said it was a prohibited item. So I contacted the seller and let the seller know where I lived, and the seller shipped mine to me directly from China. So these are made in China. They're made in, I think, Taiping, and they're, like I say, they're artisan knives, high quality, D2 tool steel, very well made. Mine came with a leather sheath originally. This is the sheath I got originally. So I ordered it with a leather because the Kydex sheaths were not available back when I ordered mine. Now they're very well made. They're stitched and embossed. They have this double thickness of leather that is glued in there. That keeps the blade from cutting your stitching when you're sheathing and unsheathing the knife. You'll notice it has rivets where the leather is riveted together, and the same way with the snap catch on the top. It's riveted together also. So I got the want for a Kydex sheath, and they're supplied now, but I wanted me a Kydex sheath to go with mine, so I ordered once again sent a request back to the seller saying, hey, you know, can I get a Kydex sheath with this? And of course, yes you can. So you can get a Kydex sheath with them, and they shipped this to me for like next to nothing from the factory. You can't just get the sheath on Amazon, but if you have ordered one, then thank you very much.
Hey, how's it going, guys? And today what I got for you is a karambit knife. So nothing to see there, but it did come with a sheath and a lanyard, believe it or not. And I will be measuring all this so you guys can see what it is. But I couldn't believe it. It actually came with all this stuff. Of course, the knife itself is here. And it is a Jelson knife, whatever the heck that means, which I do not care. and this is what it looks like. A bit of a close-up so you guys can see it better, because I don't think the pictures in the page do it any justice, so I think you guys got to see it up close and personal. Let me just zoom in, focus, and yeah, it is sharp, and it's actually quite decent quality. I was very impressed with this, and I think what made me get this more than anything was or look into AliExpress was because I've looked in other places and I could never find a Karambit. I just couldn't. And it's so hard to find. And I did find another shop that would sell them, but they would cost around I think it was around 30 euros. And 30 euros for a Karambit, very tempting. Still not good enough for me. This was a lot cheaper and somewhat decent quality. Of course, CSGO is what made them popular, I presume. But yeah, it can be used whichever way you want. It fits my hand quite nice. It is quite ergonomic and comfortable to have. Of course, I wouldn't know what practical situation you'd want to use this in, but there you have it. Now, let's talk about the sheath a little bit. Although it's plastic, there's these little nubs in there which protrude out a little bit, which actually fit in the sheath. And it doesn't go anywhere. It's secure. Like, you could shake this, jump, and do whatever you want. It's not going to move from there. It's not going to move an inch. It's not going to getting there. If this is coming out, you're going to have to pull it. But of course, there's a ring at the end of it. So maybe if it gets trapped in stuff, it will come out accidentally. But other than that, you'd really have to just grab it.
What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a review on a new knife that I got. Now, this is a Karambit style knife. So this is the company name. It's MASALONG, and it's called the Giant B. Looks like a 3 dots, 64, white stone. Box itself is very nice. Let's see how easy that is to open. And as you can see, guys, it's a Karambit style blade. Beautiful, beautiful blade. Beautiful Karambit. $32 off of Amazon. Looks like there is some jimping right here along the back. So if you want to hold the blade like this, like a forward grip, you're going to get that jimping right there. You have a bit of a finger guard right here to keep your pointer finger in place, and you could put your pinky through this finger hole and it's going to be more secure. Feels very good in the hand. As you can see, the handle itself has some type of scales that it has attached to it, and being that this is a giant Bumblebee, well, Giant B version in their company. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think.
Today I have the CRKT Keramin. It's designed by Alan Foltz, and it's part of the Minimalist series. And it's, a neat little neck knife. It's, pretty small and compact in size, but still with a really nice blade, and got a really good grip there. Let me just point that out. So it's a very cool knife. Let's first start off with the uses of this knife. Now, it is a neck knife, meaning it can be used in a variety of roles: utility, EDC, self-defense. Now, most people that look at this knife would think, yep, that's definitely a killing knife. Look at that blade. Man, that looks deadly. So, of course, it can be used in utility roles. A lot of people do. This knife blade is very useful for cutting open boxes. Think about it. Ripping open letters, cutting open that box. Very, very useful. And much easier, I must say, than a, simple straight blade. Having to poke that into the box, this already just kind of slides in. Very nice. So as a utility EDC kind of blade, it would work well. And I do want to point that out. But of course, that's not why you're here. You're here because that looks deadly. That is one reason I added it to my collection. It's very unique looking, and it's got a nice blade shape. It's got that Karambit kind of style, yet still on its own unique kind of flavor. So the quality of the blade is actually very nice. It is a 5CR15 MOV. That's the steel. Let's take a look at the actual writing on the blade there. Take a look at those. Just remind you guys, if you ever want to take a look at the specifications, always in the description of all reviews. So take a look at that. Bead blasted finish on this blade here, very nicely done. You know, full tang. Obviously, you got some jimping there. Not too grippy, but you know, gets the job done. Thanks for watching, guys.